Yo, what's up everybody, welcome back to more Wrestling with me. And today my friends, I'm going to talk about all the hottest rumors that have surfaced online for this week. So sit and relax and enjoy. So here we go. The first news comes, from Observer, and he talked about the new, network specials that we're gonna see this year, because the Observer note that WWE pay-per-views event schedule is going around for the remaining of 2016 is legitimate. So we're gonna get 9 more WWE network special this year, which is pretty insane. I mean, we all know that usually, the WWE network special is kind of good. I mean, there are good, interesting matches that they put on. I think I watched 2. I think I watched the Japan one, which I loved. I think it was in Madison Square Garden that had last time. I can't remember, but I think it was like Madison Square where they hosted the last pay-per-view, or maybe it was Roadblock. Anyway, I can't remember, but I like the pay-per-view. I think it's a good idea to have special pay-per-views on their network, since I mean you don't pay as much as like $9.99 for a a network. Is pretty cheap in my opinion. But I'm also glad that we're gonna get special live events, because it's we're gonna see more wrestling. I mean, isn't that what we all love? And I think it's gonna be very good, and I really hope really hyped to see what's going to happen next. I think they're gonna have another live event in again Madison Square Garden, so it's gonna be interesting to see on what type of match that is going to happen. Moving forward, our next news comes from a little bit more of the brand split superstar that who's gonna be on each shows, and it looks like that there's still words that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins will be the top stars of Raw, and both John Cena and AJ Styles will be top faces or top superstars of SmackDown after the brand split. And I'm absolutely 100% okay with this, because even though I like John Cena, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns is okay, but I also love AJ Styles. I kind of like that they have they can't separate those two, because both John Cena, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins are huge stars. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put Dean Ambrose on the list, because in my opinion, I actually think that Dean Ambrose is kind of over with the fans. I mean, the fans love him, so the way that WWE treats Dean Ambrose, that he is not a big stars, I don't know if WWE will push him more as as him holding the world title right now, but he really needs to have a higher push to like how can I describe this, but to let WWE know that Dean Ambrose is a fucking warrior, which means that he can put over a fucking good one hell of a match. But if you're gonna talk about this brand split, I'm really hyped to see this brand split. I cannot wait to next month to see who is going through each shows, because I think when they're doing the brand split, the whole WWE is gonna get a new life, and hopefully we're gonna bet gooder writers, and good matches, and hopefully it's gonna be insane. Hopefully it's gonna be insane good. But anyway, guys, let's move on forward. Also, speaking of AJ Styles, there was actually reports that he was only going to work as a mid-carded when WWE brought him in. However, WWE changed that because they noticed how fucking popular AJ Styles were when they come in. So that's why they pushed him to the main roster, or the main event level, instead of the mid card. And I think it's absolutely rubbish if Vince McMahon actually thought that they could put one of Indies or the world's highest top wrestler, who's AJ Styles, to be a mid carder. I mean, AJ Styles deserve a main event level. I mean, if you put him against a mid carder, that would suck. I mean, we have already seen on Monday Night Raw and on SmackDown how fucking good AJ Styles is. He's a typical main event level, and he puts one hell of a matches. The matches that he had with John Cena at Money in the Bank, fucking amazing. So if they think that AJ Styles was going to be mid carder, like, what the fuck, are you blind, Vince? Are you fucking blind? But anyway, I think that's actually rubbish that they thought that they could put AJ Styles in the mid card. But anyway, let's move on to the to another guy of the NXT guys, which is Finn Balor, American Alpha, Austin Aries, and Nia Jax, because all of them are expected to get their a main event called up to the WWE roster, you know, shortly. And I actually think that this is true, because I think that both, you know, Finn Balor, the American Alpha, Austin Aries, and Nia Jax are gonna get brought up to the main roster as soon as we get the brand split, because then they can pick, you know, each, you know, superstars from NXT or stuff like that. But I'm also really pumped to see that, because I want to see, you know, Finn Balor and all those guys that are in NXT, you know, to get them, you know, you know, main roster call up, because Finn Balor deserve it, Austin Aries deserve it, American Alpha deserve it. Nia Jax, I kind of want her to be in NXT for a bit longer, since I haven't really liked her, I mean, that much yet. I mean, I still like it as a performer, but to get a main event or to make the main roster up calls, I don't think that she deserves it. Don't take it as, you know, the wrong, but I actually think that she has more to give in NXT. Because Finn Balor, we have seen that he deserves it. American Alpha, they are over with the crowd, so I think that that's a great idea to brought them up. Austin Aries, I mean, come on, he's Austin fucking Aries. I mean, he also deserves to being brought up. But I don't know, what do you think, guys? Do you think that all of this deserves to get them, you know, roster moved up, or do you think that they should stay in NXT? Let me know in the comment section down below. I will reply to you. Anyway, let's talk about the last news of this video, and it comes from PW Insider, and it's about Cody Rhodes. Because according to PW Insider, WWE has contacted, you know, Cody Rhodes about signing a Legends deal of some sort, possible for, you know, merchandise sales or something like that. And I was kind of surprised that they would offer him that kind of a deal. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, Cody Rhodes is basically a legend in his family. If you look at his family, I mean, come on, he's son of Dusty Rhodes, rest in peace Dusty Rhodes. And I'm actually surprised that they're giving him this deal, but I'm not, you know, angry, because I think it's kind of a good idea to give him a Legends contract. I don't know if he actually going to sign that or not, but if this is about, you know, some selling t-shirts or something like that, well, hell yeah. But even though I'm kind of skeptical that he might sign it, since he kind of left WWE to, like, do something else with his, you know, wrestling life or stuff like that. But I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do you think that, you know, Cody Rhodes might sign the Legends contract that WWE has offered him, or do you think that he's not gonna sign it? So yeah, guys, that's the whole news of this week. One of the 3 or 4 hottest news of the day or of the week. Let me know what you think. Is there any videos that you like more, or do you hate every news I brought up? But that's all for me. Please like this video, and please share it on Twitter or whatever you do, guys. And stay tuned to my channel, because more of these videos will come. And have a nice day, and peace, guys.